Man, I'm gonna let some of y'all join up. I was feeling under the weather today. I wasn't even gonna jump on here, man, but I was like, man, fuck it, I got to talk about this shit because I mean that's all that's on my mind right now, and ain't no point just laying up. But it's just crazy, man, crazy. I got like the flu or something. Yo, what up? What up? Hold on, I gotta zoom in. I got to zoom in so I can see y'all. Let me pop out the chat. Yo, Tim Williams, Travis Banks, what's good, man? Yeah, I can't even. You're not gonna get a. You know how I am, man. I'm not gonna give you a heavy fight if I know we play like shit. Y'all can hit the like button, but I know it's not much to like today, man. Pull up. Then I was thinking that too. Is like, yo, another moral victory is like, and I said it in the beginning of the breakdown. I mean, the hype video. I was in that poem. It said, the guys would give you a chance. See it, know them and see them or whatever. We drop every opportunity, both literally and figuratively, and we keep getting them for some reason. It's almost like the NFL gods want us to somehow make the playoffs because every week of the season we've been in it, even when we don't deserve it. And I think we're like 4 or 5 weeks past deserving it. Like once we went through the second half of this season, we haven't really shown up. But it is what it is, man. I can't say too much about it. You already know what it is, man. He said Dak is not getting paid. He gonna get paid. He gonna get paid. He's just not gonna get paid what he want to get paid. I know that for sure. But he gonna get a couple dollars. I think the man is gonna get something. And to his credit, I mean, I'm gonna get to Dak a little later. But to his credit, everybody has like a whole slew of excuses for Dak right now, and I'm getting to a point where like I'm just tired of saying them. I'm not going to throw him under a bus. I'm not going to act like I didn't, enjoy the progress that he's made this year. But I think we're probably like 2 years ahead of his progression curve, meaning we tried to transition into a fully passing pass first offense, sort of like his first year, without the training wheels, right? I think we should have remained a running team this year. And but who am I? I'm just a Koye. I ain't nobody, man. Yo, my Lord, what's good? That's the bro in here, man. So, SMIB, brother. How you? But you guys already know this. I'm gonna give you your credit because I know you're a Eagles fan, Marty. I knew you was gonna jump on here, man. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna give you your respect. I even gotta before I even get into anything else. You already know I gotta go ahead and say what I gotta say about let me mess with this sound because I think I was too loud. But Lord Brunson, man, I came at him hard and rightfully so because I ain't never backing down. But as you guys already know, who know me, man, I'm going to keep it real no matter what. So um, I got to eat this crow, man. We lost the Eagles at this point in the season, like he said, uh, are the better team. I can't lie, I can't lie. If you're injured as they were at the receiver position, yo, I appreciate that. I would appreciate that, Marty. I thank you for the super chat. Y'all already know. But you paying $25 to say we suck. I can't really say nothing, man. If you're gonna pay me $25 to tell us we suck, I'm gonna take that every time. Go ahead, because I get it for free all day. So go ahead and say what you guys say. It's all good. I'm gonna call you too, man. That's crazy, man. I'm tired of hearing about Dak's stats though, man. He's sitting pretty at about 4,500, 4,600 yards. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Like great, great. But wins got to come from that. I mean, he has a few games over 300. He has like 6 games over 300 this year, and in those 6 games that he went over 300 yards, he's four. I mean, two and four. You know what I mean? So it's not about racking up the crazy stats. Those games look great, right? It's not about racking up those crazy stats though. What I want to see is it transitioning into wins. I don't mind when he throws the ball for 190 and we still win, man. So it is what it is. He said, "Yo, Mike, you slide me a dub. Pull up there." Ah, man. He said the interceptions are way too high. Nah, man. He got 11 interceptions. I'm not saying that's great, but I'm not really worried about that. It's the insistence on passing first. I mean, Zeke Elliott only had 13 carries this game. I know everybody gonna say it's because we were down, but it wasn't one of those games that kind of got away from us. It was a close game the entire game, all the way up until the fourth quarter. So, it wasn't a game where you couldn't run the ball. I think we get excited because we're like, we have a knee jerk reaction, like we playing Madden and it's a 5 minute quarter. We don't realize there's always time to run, all the way up until the fourth quarter. It's time to run, and I'm tired of saying it. Like every week, we talk about how Zeke is used or isn't used. He sparked a few times this game. It's just that we kept going away from it. This is one of those games too where you want to use Zeke early and often so that we wear this team down and we open up avenues for Tony Pollard. With a hurt Dak, I thought that would be a no-brainer. But we chose to come out and just go hard with the throwing the ball and putting it in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Like this is on third and short. On that third and short where Zeke was out, Zeke took himself out. So you can't really come at anybody for that because Zeke did take himself out, and he has the right to tap himself out when he's tired. But we went too pretty on that play set, like throwing a sweep. I mean, going with a sweep to the outside. I think that was. I'm not here to second guess every call, but I just didn't think that was a good move. There's a lot that goes on the sidelines that we don't know about, though, and I think that's something that a lot of us, like when I was watching, I was like, damn, why the hell ain't Zeke running the ball? But the commentary showed that in the replays that Zeke tapped himself out, but I don't. I mean, I'm. This is a sad one, man. Like I said, I was sitting there sick. I got the flu, but I was like, man, I'm coming downstairs and I'm talking, and I'm gonna just drink my tea on the air. I don't even care, man. Now we had Dak in New England, right? He had the rain, so that was an excuse in New England. It was like, yo, it was raining, so Dak couldn't really perform to the utmost of his ability. Understood that. Um, He had a finger issue versus the Bills, but still threw for over 300, so it wasn't hurting him that bad. You know what I mean? Then you had the Bears, it was the weather, and then here against the Eagles, it's weather. But every game that we've had recently where it was a big game, I've been coming up with excuses for Dak due to, like you said, like a lot of drop passes. There's a lot of different reasons we've said, hey, he should have won because it is, or he didn't fumble, or he didn't miss a kick. It's just, it starts at the top and it works its way down. Like Jerry Jones took forever to fire Mayhar. He was, I think, 20 for 30 this year with field goals. That's ridiculous for you to be able to miss 10 field goals. That got to be a record. But 10 field goals in one season, and nobody really thinks, hey, there's a problem here. So that just shows you what type of organization we have. It's a stubborn one. One where you say, hey, if I say a guy is good, then he's good, damn it. You know what I mean? It's not, it made his game, sort of rectify him. We don't have that type of scheme here. We have a Jerry said it was good, so let's play him type of scheme, and it's crazy, man. Yeah, 13 carries, man. 13 carries in this game, and this game was not a blowout, so there is no excuse for Zeke having 13 carries in this game, and our drives weren't sustaining because Zeke's not running the ball. Now there were a few plays in the first quarter where I said, okay, the Eagles came out to give us their best punch, but we started to make some noise. Where Fletcher Cox, when I saw Fletcher Cox hurt his elbow, I'm like, that's the effect that you want when you run the ball. You want to start smacking guys. Even on defense, we came out hitting. Like we were, even the defense, like people came at the defense. I was watching and listening to people on Twitter talk about the defense, but they held us in this game longer than we should have been in it. In the first half, the Eagles had every opportunity to, put like a dagger in it, and the defense kept us in this game, and we ended that half only down by 4, which is which was amazing. So I can't really say anything about the defense other than we still were playing off in obvious, third and short yardage situations, still trying to rally to the ball. Sort of like trying to play like the Eagles, because the Eagles were doing that, but they rallied today anyway to the ball a lot better than we did, man. So yeah, um, a lot of drop passes. You got Witten dropping passes left and right. Why is Witten? I mean, he's been doing that every week. How many? I mean, if it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see, like, hey, even though you guys like Witten, and he's not even blocking that great either. Barnett came in on one play where he blew Witten up, but you know, I don't think Witten should be sucking up as much playing time as he is. But the good news is the season is over, so I don't have to really say that much about what we don't like anymore because obviously we're going to start seeing a difference in the way these guys um, perform next year because this can't go on. So we gonna see Jason Garrett probably gone. Um, if he's not, then something wrong there. Amari Cooper, I told y'all he like a Ferrari or a Lambo, man. He come out, you rev him up a little bit, and then he going again. He suffering from a left knee injury, so obviously that's going to have an effect on his game. But these guys are out here playing for a check, and what are we going to pay you for? Like, why would you pay? Why would you pay Dak right now? Would you pay him because he got 4,600 yards? Would you say that's why I should pay you? Or do you pay him because he led our team to a division victory? And I mean, like, what do you pay him for right now? What do you pay Amari Cooper for right now? Because he came in and he flashed. We flashed. Offense is number one, right? But we're still trending towards 8-8 or 7-9, even if we lose next week. So, like, what would you pay him for? I just don't understand. Like right now, I don't get it. Like these guys are playing for checks. Even if you said they were playing selfishly, I would understand even if they were going out hard just for their own stats. They're not even really doing that. So it's like whenever it's a big game, when it's time to step up, when it's time for us to punch somebody in the mouth, we come out flat on games where you shouldn't even have a problem getting up for the game. And it just you could see it. It'd be night and day. We were out, and like I said in the beginning of the game, we were out there hitting. Yo, I gotta stop right now, real quick. When you want to see, you want to understand what my point is when I say heart or when I say drive and intensity and putting it all on the line. If I hear any of y'all talk about Jeff Heath again, man, I'm gonna take it real personal. I'm serious. Jeff Heath hats go off to him. Jeff Heath came, he laid the boom a couple times today. He separated the shoulder, kept playing, still was making tackles in the backfield. And I know we're still going to hear people talk about him. But when Jeff Heath leaves this game, when he leaves the field, we know it. And that's because Jeff Heath is a playmaker out there and he's a difference maker on the field. I'm tired of hearing it. When it's big games, when it's time for a big game, he's had a few blunders, but he has way more big plays than anything else when it's a big game. Like you can always see Jeff Heath is on the field when there's a big game. Lee actually showed up a little bit today too. He missed a few tackles or took a few bad angles, but you gotta give Jeff Heath his credit where credit is due. Um, like Dak Prescott, I think he played great this season when it comes to improving his game, but when it comes to winning those big games, I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by it right now. Um, I think we're trending in the right direction though, and I think that the only thing that's going to get us there, where we're, kind of solidify where we want to be, is getting rid of Garrett, man. We got to get rid of Bull, man. He got to go. What's up, Ryan? Let me say what's up to a few of y'all. Like I said, I had the flu, so excuse my energy. I wasn't really trying to get on here today, but it is what it is. I had to talk some shit, man. Twine was like, "I'm here, shit. You don't want to be here." You know what I mean? I Green, what's good? Coconuts. Yeah, I like that name. Marty, you already talked your shit. Tim, Travis, what's good? Memphis MF Goaded, what's good, man? What's good? JMV, Andrew, I hope you made some money today. Yo, Andrew, you was on, right? I said it and I didn't want to say, I said it on the last live. I was like, yo, um, the Eagles, the sharp money was on the Eagles. And I hate when the sharp money is on a team that you don't want to win because the sharp money usually means that they're at least going to cover. And then when he said it was a push game, I said, "Oh shit!" And it was right like a motherfucker. So I know you ain't making the money because you ain't bet the Eagles today. I know you didn't, motherfucker. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Them boys 509 was good. Shaking my head. He said. Chris Danzler. I'm actually doing a piece on what happened to Woody Danzler. He was a kickoff returner who was a quarterback. He was a kickoff returner for the Cowboys early 2000s. He made like a sick return in the 49ers game, but who gives a fuck about that? Either way, I'll get back to the shout outs in a second. Let me see what y'all said recently. He said Jerry Jones got to go. Ken Lott lost money. Yo, King Dallas was good. Yeah, Rashard and more too. Yep. Yep. I'm feeling you, man. Yep. Coop, you say Coop soft? I don't know, man. Coop, I wouldn't say he's soft. I would say that I wouldn't say he's soft. I don't know. Of course you can get a wrench mark, man. Of course. My fault, brother. My fault. All you gotta do is say so. Asking you shall receive. He said, our play calling, this is Joe Mo. Our play calling schemes are clueless. We have no play action. Both run and plays look out of rhythm. Yep, true. We're always surprised on defense. True. Heath kind of figured a few out. Not Heath, but Heath and Lee. We have no situational awareness. Yeah, that's all coaching. Can't argue with that. You said Amari don't have the dog in him. Pull up then. I don't know what it is. I think he truly is injured though. I think, and you got to give him his credit. Like if you playing through some serious injuries, or you playing through a nagging injury, especially when you're a wide receiver. He been playing through a knee injury all year. And Amari Cooper, we all know his game is route running. He can't get in and out of breaks the way he would want to. Um, against, especially in the grass where you playing with cleats too. He's not planting and doing things the way he wants to with that injury. So I don't think he trash. I just think he dinged up right now, and he lost focus on a couple plays. But Dak was throwing all kinds of weird ass passes too. So it's both of them. Like I'm not just saying it's Coop, Coop, Coop. Coop. He came through in a few games for us. You know what I'm saying? So did Dak. They both came through in a few games. It's just I'm not blaming Dak. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying, um, offensively, we have the wrong mindset. We think that this team and this offense needs to run through Dak, and it doesn't, man. We're still a run team. Still a run team. If we ran the ball early in the game, I still feel like we can control and win against anybody. And I think we could have won today. I feel like once we get excited, I think we're the same as Jason Garrett is overall. He gets excited and then he kind of removes the pressure. He probably gambles that way too. He probably get hype off of one win and then go all in the next game. He's been doing that, consistently. It's even every other year. Every other year we're a winning team, and every other week we're playing like we have something to play for. So this team is just inconsistent. I don't think we deserve the playoffs. I don't really give a fuck what we do next week, and I'm being honest with that. Y'all can say what y'all want about it. Y'all can say y'all mad at me, whatever. I'm not rooting against us, but I know I'm tired of seeing this. I would rather be this frustrated, knowing that our team is rebuilding like we were. Like I said before, when we got rid of Romo and Dez, I said it's a quiet rebuild. So I wasn't as pissed. I was mad that they let a few people go and they kind of tried to sneak this rebuild in on us. It was a quick one. But right now, I would prefer to see a new coach experiment, man. I just can't watch this shit no more, man. I can't watch. It's taking the energy out of me, man. Like you guys know, I sit and watch film all day, and I'm sitting and watching every week. I feel like I'm forced to be negative because I'm watching film of some missed opportunities that look obvious to me. So that's that story getting old. I tell you that for sure. Lord Brunson, Lord, my sweet dear brother Noonsay. I can't talk shit to you, bro. You missed it earlier, man. I ate the crow. I gave you your credit, brother. You know what I mean? Real shit I did. Cause yo, that was disrespectful, man. He said that shit was right. What's up, Root Glock? What's up, Deffy? How you doing? Henry Hill was good. You said Wentz is trash, Ken Lott. Yes, but you definitely riding on Dak though, Ken. All crazy. And he gotta get it together too. Like I don't give a fuck what you're saying about how good he got this year. You gotta win these games, man. This is where you get your money. Every opportunity he has to really make his money, this is one of them. Like when you get a key opportunity to do what you said you want to do, you got to step up and show that that's what you're here for, man. And for whatever reason, we haven't shown that. And I'm talking about all the way across the board. We haven't shown it. If I tell you that I want, if I say I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be hungry. I'm not gonna sit my plate, my entree in front of me for an hour and play with my nails. I'm gonna fucking eat because I'm hungry. See what I'm saying? So we don't have that in us where we just really try and go after it, man. That shit getting ridiculous, man. Yeah, I mean, but see now when people say he missed throws, they're gonna say, "Oh, is it the weather or is it the shoulder or whatever?" He missed way too many throws. Even the throws, some of the throws that he connected on were far behind, up in the air, and like even Cobb, he kind of exposed Cobb a few times. So it's not. It's like I said, it's not a beat up Dak session, but it's the truth is the truth. He threw some fucked up passes today. Period. There's nobody can say anything different about it. But it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him fucking up. Some people drop passes, like we said, Coop earlier, right? So can't really say nothing about that, man. Can't say nothing about that. Ah, man, man, man. Like I said, the defense did its job keeping us in the game. They kept us in the game for most of the first three quarters. Eventually the defense is going to cave if they're on the field as much as they were. I think we played formidably defensively for most of the game. Um, but that's it. You got to capitalize on that, and it feels like we didn't even see it. Like when we had all those extra opportunities in the first half, off of missed field goals after missed field goals, you never saw the momentum shift. Like the momentum never shifted upwards. Where it's like, all right, we got a shot here. You had to stop. A fourth down, stop on fourth down. Don't matter. Like no matter what, like every opportunity we had, we kind of squandered. And that was ass, man. We put out an ass effort. You can't really blame anything but the coaching because it's their jobs to get these guys prepared. My brother always says, "Oh, they're professionals." They are professionals, but even a professional, they have sports psychiatrists and doctors. Doctors get you physically prepared for games, right? Sports psychiatrists get you mentally prepared for games. Coaches are supposed to motivate you and educate you so that you're ready to take advantage of and or be prepared for anything that's trying to take advantage of you on that football field. You're supposed to always be prepared for what's going on. And there was no urgency. There was no, strength and execution. And the times where we did get something going, we went away from it immediately. Like it's like Zeke was salt and pepper. Like you just you just sprinkle him on there a little bit, but it wasn't a emphasis on Zeke. And we get away from that too easily. 10 points. 10 points is not enough to start running the ball in the first half, man. That's not enough. That's not enough. It's a long game. We got to get patient. We got a lot of young guys on this team, so I think they lose patience sometimes when we get down early and they start going for it, man. We're a young team. You got to run the rock. Got to run that rock, man. Gotta run and stick with it, no matter what. Like just stick with it. It was a close game all game. Like just stick with it. If we would have been pounded for the first half, I can keep saying it because every time we do it, we win. So I can keep saying it. You can't say the opposite. Like when we pass, it's hit or miss. Some games when we passing great, we win. Some games when we pass great, we lose. But when we run great, we win. Period. There is no Zeke had 200 yards, 200 total yards, and we lost this game. It's very rare when you see that. So period. Run the fucking ball, man. If you know that you're going into a game that counts, this lets you know that the identity of this team is in question because if you know that that's who you are, you're going to give the ball to who you got to get a ball to because that's who you are. Zeke said it. He said, we are a fast, physical team that like to hit, man. We need to run and hit. That's what we do. We didn't run the ball. We hit a little bit today, though. I won't say we didn't, but we didn't run the ball. We didn't run the ball half as well as we could have. Pollard got one offensive snap because they threw him out there in a dumb position, man. Like that toss outside. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It was just too many positions where we put ourselves in third and long, second and long situations because we tried to stay away from running on first down and second down. We very rarely consecutively ran. It wasn't. I don't think we had one drive where I was like, yo, we ran the ball a lot this drive. It was throw, throw, run, throw. If the throw on first down is successful, okay, we're gonna run. If the throw on the first down isn't successful, guess what we're not doing? We're not running on second down usually. Why? Because now it's second and long because that first throw on first down it was that important. And we were missing on first down often due to whether it was weather, shoulders, drop passes, whatever you want to say it is, misreads, pressures, whatever it was, we weren't effective throwing the ball early in downs, which made it so that we didn't want to run the ball on second down. And even if you ran on second down and got 3 yards, you damn sure not running on third down now. So that's a drive where the run ratio is already screwed. And we kept doing that consistently over and over and over again. We just didn't do it, man. We didn't do it. He said when the report He said when the report came out on Dak's shoulder being good, you knew we was gonna pass all day, man. Yeah, true shit. Yeah, true shit, man. He said Pollard had 7 career kickoff return TDs. Never let him get. Yeah, well, he got a few returns this game. Yeah, like 2 returns this game. He just didn't do much with them. Yeah, we stalled Witten. You said every time he was in the half, we stalled Witten. I don't get it. That's you, Trip. Let me know what you said. You gotta rewrite that. I think you had a typo. Anthony Walden, I hope Witten retires again. Damn, y'all coming at Witten. Yo, sometimes you can hurt your legacy by coming back, man. Maybe Witten did. Like Witten, I made a crazy farewell video to Witten. Like almost made me cry, man. But watching Witten right now, um, yeah, watching him right now is just, he in the way. He in the way. Especially when you got dudes like, Dallas Goddard on the other side and Ertz killing us because they had no receivers really. And Ertz and Goddard was kind of doing whatever they wanted to do initially. So watching them on the other side, we got a guy like that. We got guys that can run routes like wide receivers too. We got what's his name? What's his name? Jarwin Barwin. Barwin and Connor Barwin. It's like no, Jarwin, Blake Jarwin. I know his name, man. But Yeah, we got guys like that who can run like deer, man. They just got to get up and do what do what they do. You see, every time Witt was on the field, we stalled. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yep, yep. And Jarwin was blocking kind of fucked too, though. I saw Jarwin get pushed back in the backfield, so he can't block as good. You said Witt reminds me of Kobe when he had the farewell tour. Yeah, when he just couldn't do it no more, but they kept putting that dude in there. Yeah, you're right, Twine. Cheeto got that work today for sure. Like this was probably one of Cheeto's worst games of the year as far as getting passed on underneath. But I don't really care about that because you just see what they did, right? They took Jordan Lewis and they put him on the outside finally, and kind of shored things up a little bit. But Cheeto should have been inside anyway. Yeah, I just think he should have been inside a long time ago. But whatever, man. I'm like I said, I'm just a coyer. I'm not a coach, so I can't tell people what to do. But it's not a "I told you so" situation. It's just let's get rid of Jason Garrett. Let's get him out of here and do what we got to do, man. We can't keep putting up performances like this, thinking that you know it's gonna work when we don't stick to a game plan. Like the way you win in any league, it don't matter if it's little league. You come up with an identity. You say, okay, what do my guys like to do? How do they like to play? Okay, now that I know how they like to play, is that a winning formula? Or do those talents translate into wins? If so, how do I win with a team that plays this way? And with a team that plays the way we play, we are fast, young, aggressive team. Some of the pass aggression is okay when we throw the ball aggressively. That's okay. But running is still our bread and butter, man. We're never getting away from that. That's just what it is. So if you know who we are and okay, we got a quarterback that's still developing too. He's getting better, but he's still developing, still growing. You like his potential, but why don't you put him in position to take advantage of his skill? Stop treating him like he's already, a 20-year vet, like he's Peyton Manning or something, right? Stop treating him like that. Let him like put him in position to capitalize off his skill. We kind of just let Dak sit back there and hope that he picks things apart. But there's not a lot of easy reads for him and a lot of that going on. It's not a lot. Now this offense is good. This offense works. It's like Linehan's offense, but kind of souped up. Souped up a little bit, a lot more misdirection and window dressing. So I don't dislike the offense. I just think need to make it simpler for Dak, and it has to be a run first situation, man. You have to have a run first mentality with this team, and that's the game plan that you got to stick to. If a team is going to beat you, they're going to beat you by getting smacked in the mouth, by stopping the run all day. That's how they got to beat you. They got to come ready for that, and that's the way you got to design yourself. And when they very well get good at that, and they're getting effective at that, that's when you start play action and off of that, and capitalizing in the air. And that's what we haven't seen, man. So hey, it is what it is. Like I said, the NFL guys though, the NFL guys still find a reason to show favor towards us because next week we not out of it, man. Yeah, and nobody is talking about that Joe Thomas play. You said his play was trash. I think Joe Thomas was hurt. I think he was hurt because that one play, but that's scheme too, man. That's scheme too. He was trying to get underneath Hurt or Ertz, and then kind of play outside too. He's trying to play the flat and get underneath a slant play, a slant pass, slant pass. Now I was getting tongue twisted, but no, I think I'm not taking up for him, but I think Joe Thomas he had like one bad play and then they took him out. I think he's afforded himself one bad play, at least one. But that one bad play on the sideline did, it cost us like 20 something yards. Yeah. So nobody said anything about that. But it wasn't like that wasn't the thing that killed this man. He ain't after that they took him out and they put that dude Smith in. And Smith, he played okay in the first half. In the second half, I saw him miss a break contain a few times. Malcolm Smith, he played okay. He played okay in the first half. Second half, nah, not so much. Not so much. Yeah, it was ugly, man. It was ugly. He said, we couldn't be the short-handed Philly team. Yo, Alvin G, that's 100% true, bro. Like Philly came in letting you know that one. I said it. Everybody said it. Nobody on Philadelphia's offense was scary. There wasn't anybody that like said okay. You said okay, we can't deal with that dude right there. Not one. And we still came in flat. I don't understand how you lose this game. I can't even come up with a way that you lose a game like this other than you got to be trying. Like you got to be trying to lose to lose a game that should be this simple to win. And when you're a good team, it's one thing when you're an okay team and you keep beating teams or losing the teams or barely losing the teams that you know are better than you, like the Chargers for most years. The Chargers, like right now, the Chargers are like 6-9 or some shit. But they play everybody tough, right? But you know that the Chargers have never been a world beater in their division, and they're not a world beater. But they play everybody tough, and it's close. But you're not as mad when they close because you don't expect them to be the favorite in those games. But us, we're always expected to win. We play teams that we're supposed to stomp out, and we come out and play like shit. We play teams that are supposed to stump us out. We play them tough, but we wind up dropping the ball in the end. It's like we don't want to be great for whatever reason. I think one of my sons just screamed or something. Maybe he lost. I hope. If he don't scream twice, then I mean ain't nothing wrong. Oh no, that's my daughter cursing out my other daughter. They upstairs. Anyway, um, yeah, like at the end of the day, man, like I can sit on here all day and talk shit, and I'll be right. I'll be right. But the way we go about winning games right now, um, the way we prepare for games right now, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. They need to get us the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to make the playoffs this way. I don't want to go after. I don't. I got to tell my daughter to be quiet, man. She going in. I keep hearing it, but I don't want to make the playoffs this way. I don't want to backslide into the playoffs because I don't think we deserve the playoffs, and I don't want this coaching regime back because if we backslide into the playoffs and somehow start winning, we're gonna keep them. I don't want them. I want them gone. I really do. So that's where I'm at with it. You know, y'all can come and say what you guys say and put it on blast, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you go from there. I'm gonna break down all 53. Like I'm starting to break down everybody on this squad right now. I like to evaluate everybody, but I'm gonna start doing pieces as well on players that used to play for us, players that play for us right now, stories that we don't really know. Because I need something to think about other than what we doing this off season, because or in the playoffs. Because like I said, I'm not hype about this team. I'm not feeling what they're doing right now, man. I'm not hype about this team. I'm not, because they should be so much better. When you got a team that um, has the capabilities of winning, and they still don't piece things together when they can, and they can, that's disheartening. We have a team that's better than most of those. Like I said, those Chargers teams that always play teams close and always lose close games. We're supposedly a better team than that right now, and it doesn't show when we're on film. It don't show at all. Like we really don't put anything up, and how often can you say that? How often can you say that? Every week you're gonna say the same thing. We should have ran the ball more. They dropped some passes. Dak was inaccurate here. The defense, this, like every week is some blunder where, it's something that was revisited. It's not like this is new news. These things are all revisited ideas and topics, right? So you would think we have a handle on press man. Like let's press because we play best when we play press man, right? You got receivers. Like he had Jordan Lewis playing man up the field through his zone, and when he's supposed to be playing cover two, and totally miss that call. I don't know if it was his fault or whose fault that was, but you got these receivers looking like they was good. Number 19, I don't even know his name, but he was jumping all over the place, snatching shit, man. Ward, number 84, I'm like, he's looking like Freddie, first down Freddie, a fourth down Freddie, whatever the fuck his name is. Like they had guys who didn't get no tick that was still out there killing us. They was able to perform. So I mean, my hat's gotta go off to the Eagles right now. I hate to say that, I really do, but it gotta go off to the Eagles because they beat a team that was kind of looking for a way out. It looks like we were looking to lose, man. Yeah, it looked like we was looking for a way to lose, man. I can't see. I can't see how Garrett survives the week. He should have been gone weeks ago. I think for him to still be here right now, it shows that we're not committed to winning. I don't think we're committed to winning. I don't care what nobody say, man. You can't. No other coach. Tell me a coach who can take a team like this and lose as often as we're supposed to win and still have a fucking job. He the only one that I ever could think of. I've seen coaches who had winning records. I've seen coaches go 10-6 and still get fired. Tony Dungy got the fuck up out of there, and he had a winning team almost every year. He still was out of there. He was out of there in like 4 or 5 years. He had Tampa Bay for like, winning for like 4 or 5 years because they kept beating the Eagles. They kept winning. They just couldn't get over the big games, and they got him out of here, man. They used to talk about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was Peyton Manning for most of his career. He's played like he plays, right? But what they were saying about him, he couldn't win the big game. So from a quarterback perspective or a coaching perspective, there is no difference because we are Cowboys fans. Like, you are paid as a coach. You're not paid to beat the Bombs. You're paid to put together game plans to beat teams that you otherwise probably couldn't or shouldn't beat, like Doug Peterson and the Eagles versus us. They're not supposed to win this game. This is one that they stole, or like Miami did to them. Like, these are the games that you coach through. You coach your way to. Mike Tomlin. They was about to fire. Like you just said, Mike Tomlin. They was about to fire this dude. He was balling. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's balling. He's balling this season with backups with his third string quarterback. We can't win with MVP quarterback. So that's coaching. That's just poor execution during big games. Doing big games, man. Let me go in and talk to a few of y'all. I know this is like, I know y'all depressed and shit. Y'all still hit the like button all crazy. That's what's up. But yeah, man, there's some shit for you, man. Yeah. He said, let's get 100 likes easy. I know why they ain't liking man. Ain't no way everybody gonna hit the like button right now. Everybody pissed off. Yeah, he said he should have been going after the Jets game. We could all say shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. He should have been out here. He should have been out there. But whatever, man. Like, Jason Garrett's still here as a coach for some reason. And what I'm signing my mind off to is Jerry Jones is the owner. He gonna be the owner, obviously. He gonna keep making the decisions the way he's making decisions, obviously. So we just gotta hope that one day, a solar eclipse happens at the right time, and we just hit it. We have the right team, and we just hit it. But as far as top down philosophy and formula, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I know if you still try to take up for Jason Garrett, there's only one reason that you would do that as Jerry Jones. Oh, two. Either he has some film on you doing something like totally crazy, like Me Too movement all the way down to the socks, or um, you know that the decisions that he's making are your decisions, and you are just a bad coach, Jerry. You're a bad coach from the box, Jerry. So if that's the case, then you know either or. That's the only reason you would take up for a dude like Jason Garrett, like he did a couple weeks ago, and still say he's the man for this job. Like, you don't even believe that when you say it, because I don't believe you when I hear it, because I watch it and I don't believe it. Um, He's not the man for the job, man. And like I said, I feel Vach. I feel anybody who kind of take up for him. I understand where they coming from. Like, yeah, you don't know if because Jerry got his hand up his ass. You don't know if that's really him or if it's Jerry, where Jerry begins and he ends and all that. Yeah, you could say all that. I would say that you have a valid argument. But after a while, it's like, look, fuck the argument. Let's just get rid of him and see what happens. Because now we got to shake it up because we know one of them ain't going nowhere. We know Jerry not going nowhere. So I can't. Y'all could say Jerry's a moron. I see it. Y'all can say Jerry's the clown. He's a pariah. Okay, I would agree or whatever, right? Hey, you can say what you want, right? Since Lord Brunson said something interesting, since the salary cap came into play, Jerry hasn't been a great owner since because he's a big spender. There's some merit to that. But for whatever reason, you can say whatever you want about Jerry. Jerry not going nowhere, man. So Jason is it. Jason is it. He got to go. Chris Richard, brother, when you came here, you trust me. I was rooting for you. Everybody know my record speak for itself, right? So that's the disclaimer. But as of right now, not as of period, Chris Richard, your services are no longer needed, bro. I want Chris Richard to fuck off this team. Um, and Rod Marinelli, because I've seen what he can do already as the head coach. I mean, as the defensive coordinator. So I just want to see something new on defense, man. I want to see somebody that takes these guys and makes us more exciting and puts us in a position where these guys can actually, you know, change the tone of a game. Like, the defense stopped the Eagles, but we didn't smack the Eagles. We stopped them. And that was bad defense, honestly. I said that, I can't really say much about the defense. And maybe I'm just thinking out loud here, but I said I can't say much about the defense due to the fact that they kept us in this game for a while. But they were playing against no receivers and two tight ends, man. In a so-so running game. They didn't really kill us on the ground. Like, We could have smacked the Eagles, man. We should have smacked the Eagles, but we didn't. Yeah, they gave up 17. I'm not talking about how much he scored. It got scored against. I'm just saying this offense should have been. We didn't force any turnovers. We didn't put them in bad position. That was us. We were the ones that, with our backs against the building all game. Man, man. Yo, y'all, what, y'all think y'all feel bad, man? And I'm not trying to say it's not no hierarchy here. Y'all know that, but imagine how I feel sitting here breaking shit down, right? Sitting here watching the film for hours, breaking shit down for a team that you love that much. You love them that much that you're gonna sit here and do what we do, which is come online and talk to people about them, right? And take their time out to really invest energy and time and extra time, family time into this, right? To just lose like that shit is like a punch in the fucking stomach, man. So trust me, I feel y'all. I feel y'all, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Shane Anchor, he said, yeah, it's not the defense. When you only gave up 17 in today's game, you should win a lot of games. And just horrible with this team. Yeah, giving up 17. That's no. The defense didn't get us killed. I didn't say that. I'm just saying we don't have a defense that can turn the tide. Like they can stop you, and that's what they did. They slowed down a bad team, a bad offense. We knew they were a bad offense, though. We just didn't think our offense would be that trash. But we knew they were a bad offense. We said that, and I think a lot of you had the score being 24-17. That's what everybody said. The Eagles got their 17. We ain't get our 24 though. So that's really what it was. Though. So yeah, I could agree with that. I'm just saying all year. I'm not talking about this game, Shane. When I talk about the defense, my criticism is all year. Like think about the Jets game. If we would have been able to give the ball back to this offense in the Jets game, or in the New England game, or in the Saints game, if any of those games we would have been able to those closer games in Green Bay. If we would have been able to give this ball back to the offense in Green Bay, we turned the ball over. The offense turned the ball over 4 times, I think, 3, 4 times, and we still lost by only like 10. We were in that game still. Um, those are the things I'm talking about. Like our defense, you'll see. You're watching Baltimore. Baltimore's playing New England. It's a close game, and then all of a sudden, boom, 70-yard return for a touchdown. You're watching the Colts. The Colts versus a bad team like Tampa Bay. Boom, Darius Leonard, 90-yard return for a touchdown. Things like that. When you watch us back in the day, you see, Bledsoe throw Toledo Shepard, 90-yard touchdown. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't make those types of plays where we kind of put the dagger into a team defensively. It doesn't happen. We don't got that. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that they didn't. They don't play well. They play sound football, where they'll chase and tackle. That's cool. You said what's wrong with Cooper? I don't know. Well, nobody knows, man. We don't know what's wrong with Cooper. But yeah, they don't play that type of defense where they just make things happen. You still going? Yeah, we just don't get no turnovers. That's what you're supposed to do. You said let Byron walk even though he don't get thrown at. Yeah. I like Byron though, man. I really do. I think Byron can be what we want him to be too. I don't think Byron is. I like him because he can press. You said Zeke took himself out. Why are you saying why do I like Byron? I don't know. No hurts. I don't know what you're asking me. But no, I like him. I just think he could be what we want him to be if he's playing. I think he should be playing first front side where Cheeto is and pressing over there, and then have Cheeto playing off on the back side of the of the offense. Because if a guy's playing off on the backside, you get an extra step when that quarterback has to turn and throw in your direction. That's an extra tell so that you can see and break on that ball if you can have Cheeto playing off the way he's playing off. Whereas if Byron is pressing, on the front side, he cool. Like he already pressing there anyway. So he's taking away that first option, that easy read, and forcing quarterbacks to lift that foot up and look out left. And when they're doing that, that gives your defensive line extra time to get there. So, I mean, in theory, if you're going to have a guy playing like Cheeto's playing 15 yards off the ball, I think you play him on the backside and switch sides with Byron. And then it forces a lot of the quicker throws at Byron all day long. But it's a reason, though, they put him on the backside. I don't know what it is, but his ass is back there. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think you still pay him. You don't pay him top dollars. Obviously, I mean, his interceptions speak for itself. You pay him to cover people. You don't get thrown at, yeah. But it's not because he's like a coverage savant. It's because of the way we play. You got a guy playing off 15 yards on the front side. Watch where all the balls went. Everybody said, "Oh, Cheeto got cooked." He did get a lot of balls thrown at him because he's playing 15 yards off the ball. We already discussed this shit, man. We already went over this and all the breakdowns. We watched this like crazy. But it is what it is. Like we know what's going to happen. We know what teams are going to try to do against us, and we don't have an answer for it. The touchdown against us to Dallas Goddard, right in that same zone. That soft spot that's right up that seam on the right side is where all teams throw against us for the most part. And then they'll try us out wide sometimes with Cheeto, but for the most part, Cheeto gets beat underneath and inside every time. It is what it is, though. He doesn't really get beat all over. It's just underneath where he's playing off, playing zone, and inside. And I'm not taking up for him. I just think he's playing out of position. But if you're going to put him there, he got to perform. That's true, but that's just not where he should be. Not in my opinion. You said who do I keep and who do I kick off the plank? Who do I kick off the bridge, man? Um, right now, who I would keep. You got to keep your core. I think our offensive line is the core of that offense. Obviously, Dak's not going anywhere. Obviously, Zeke's not going anywhere. I think you keep that. You keep that. You decide what you're gonna do with Cooper. I like Coop. I think Coop is too finicky for me. I like him. Excuse me, I had hiccups. But I like him, but he's a little too finicky for me. Like I feel like we could um we could ask him to do more, and you can't ask him to do that until you pay him though. So I think he's bought himself enough time to get another contract. You know, um, keeping Jarwin on the field more would be ideal because he's a living mismatch. Like if you try to put Jarwin out there against a linebacker, he gonna kill him. He gonna kill him. Like we tried to put we had Malcolm Smith out over Ward. We tried to have Malcolm Smith cover a wide receiver. Crazy, man. But anyway, I think Jarwin should be on the field more. So you keep Jarwin. Obviously, let Witten go back to wherever the fuck he came from. Put him back in the booth. Let him stink it up in there. Um, no disrespect. Honestly, I just feel some type of way about this game. It's not a personal thing against Witten, but you already know what it is. Um, do I go after OBJ? That sounds like a Jerry Jones move. It does. I mean, that would be an upgrade. I think. I mean, I would say he can play with Dak. He would be better than Cooper for sure. But that's about it. If you're not going to go get Antonio Brown out of retirement, you keep Coop and just call it a day. Coop's playing pretty good, and if I must say so myself, I think that he's a top five, top 10, easily top 10, but top five wide receiver, no problem. But he does have to find a way to be on the field during clutch moments. Like you can't be sitting on the sideline during that last pass to Gallup. Like this is when if you got one play in you, I don't care if you don't say if you get us up into the red zone. If you got one play in you, that's the play that you need to be in for real. So I'm over Coop doing that. Like I'm over looking on the sideline and seeing the guy standing up. If you're not going to be in the game because you're too injured to play, don't play. Just don't play. If you're too injured to play, don't play. If you're too injured to contribute when it really counts, don't play. That's it. I understand decoy and all that, but you're still taking up a roster spot or a spot on the field where you can't be yourself. So if Cooper is not well and he can't play, then they should have him sit down. But because he's not paid right now and he hasn't been paid, I think he's trying to force himself to play when he's not really fully healthy because he can't plant. If you watch how he's running and watch how he moves, he's not getting in and out of his breaks like he was in the beginning of the year where he was shaking dudes like Xavier Howard. He can get away from anybody. Like Cooper can get away from anybody. When you see guys covering Cooper, especially the Eagles secondary that's beat up, when you see guys covering Cooper with no problem, there's something wrong. So I'm not saying don't play like he should be a chump and just bow out. But I don't think he was right. I don't think he's getting out of games because he need a water break. Like y'all trying to make it seem like he's just super soft and he just can't take the heat. I don't think that's what it is. I think he really out those games because he really feel like he need to be, but he kind of fights through it and kind of like pushes through that. And when he does, he bears the my daughter. She must have fell off something. Hold on, let me check on my daughter real quick though. I apologize. Oh, y'all must love me. Y'all still in here. That's crazy. But yeah, she fine. Her mom got her. But what was I saying? We were talking about Coop being soft. Yeah, I don't think he's just getting out because he's a chump. I think if he's getting out the game, I really do believe something must be wrong. That's why he's jumping out the game. Yeah, she good. She good. She busting because she got to lay down. I had to run up the steps. Thank you for asking, though. Appreciate that. With that Mark Scott, I'll remember that. So, all right, we was pushing people off bridges, right? I'm not gonna get too caught up in there. I'm not gonna go down the whole 53 man, but you already know. I think Cooper stays unless you get somebody that's, hand over fist better. And there's only like two names on that list, and one of them we're not gonna get because Antonio Brown is just. I don't think you go after him at all. And OBJ, he probably went out. He'll look for a olive branch, but if you're not gonna pull off any one of those moves, then I don't see it. Anthony Lavelle, appreciate you, brother. He said, "Hey, Okoye, happy holidays to you and your family. This loss hurts, but still love the Cowboys. Keep up the good work, man. It's gonna be a lot harder to do it now, man. Like I said, I got breakdowns to do, but I don't feel like doing no breakdowns after this one, man. I tell you that. But I do appreciate that super chat, bro. I really do. Marty, I appreciate yours too. He said Dad said he'll come back. I believe it. I believe it, and he should come back. That's my other daughter right here. Hold on. That's Maya calling. Hold on, it's my daughter calling me from work. What's up, baby girl? Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, you on my headset. That's why. Oh, my bad. Hold on. What's going on? No, I didn't. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I'll come get you. Well, catch a lift close to me, then I'll pick you up from there. I got you. Let me go. I'm on live, though. I'm working. Well, no, catch the, yeah. Catch the lift. Just catch the lift all the way. I'll pay for it. I'll just give you the money when you get here. Catch the lift all the way. All right. I got you. All right. Sorry about that, people. My other daughter working at the mall for the holidays. Ah, man. You said Koya got kids upstairs, kids at his feet, kids at work. Yeah, man. I take care of mine though, so it's all good, man. But I got a bunch of rude. You already know. I got a bunch of them. I got like I got to count. I got five, man. I got five. I got four biological. I got my godson I took custody of. Then I have my stepdaughter, so six, I guess. Yeah. Hey, man, that's why I need this bread. Thanks for that super chat again, Anthony Lavelle. I need that $10. That's coffee money. Ah, yeah, man. All right. So, like I said, um, as far as guys that need to get off this team, like I said, we already covered the coop. Witt need to retire. I think offensive line, we need to shore up that guard position, but I think the guard is already on this team in Connor McGovern and also Connor Williams. Either one of those guys is going to be that left guard. I know Connor Williams is probably not going to play much next year, but I think McGovern should be healthy because I think he only tore his pec. I'm not sure what really his injury is. Dak is going to be here. Zeke going to be here. Pollard going to be here for a few years, and he's not really going to be able to ask for big money because Zeke's already got that big money, and Pollard will never see the field enough to be able to say he wants that money. So I think we might lose Pollard to free agency or Zeke in that time frame if Zeke kind of his wheels start falling off. But right now we're gonna have those two. You said why so many drops this year? Oh man, the lunatic. Didn't we get rid of Dez for drops, man? Y'all said that Dez dropped the ball too much. I don't see none of y'all people who were saying you said you don't trust Uber or Lyft. Me neither. But I don't see none of y'all people who were saying um, that Dez and those guys needed to go because they dropped the ball too much. Ain't that what we just did? We dropped the ball like crazy. Everybody on this team has crazy amount of drops this year. We lead the league in drops. I thought that was why we got rid of main man. So that's a little crazy. Yeah, and Dez is putting everybody in check and coming back. You said you want Dez back. I thought you said he said, "Wow, I want sex back." Ralph Neville's needs some time. He said, "I want sex back," and my man went on a no fab. Ah man, yeah, we got 40 drop balls. You said Dez was yo. I'm tired of hearing that. Dez wasn't a bad route runner. Stop it, man. I ain't trying to hear that no more, man. Dez was on point. Dez was still. They just now. I don't think Witten. I think Witten just tied his record, and I don't think he's gonna break it because he ain't playing next year. And if he don't score a touchdown next week, then that's a wrap. I don't even want him to break it. Go sit Witten down, please. Go sit down, bro. Yeah, I guess everybody want that. You right. You said all the boys not focused. Do they seem focused, Danny? I don't think they seem focused to me. Like he not focused. You said Dez. Yo, you must not know who I am, D Lunatic. You never watched me, have you? Because you said Dez had Jackrabbit shut him down consistently. Yo, anybody who watch me, man, know for real, for real. You could go in the videos and watch Dez Bryant not guilty. You'll see him kill Jackrabbit a couple times. You can go watch Dez Bryant can't run routes. You'll see him killing Jackrabbit. You have to get the ball when you get open. Just because I played against you and I had 0 yards doesn't mean you shut me down. I could have got a drop. Anything could have happened. You could miss me 4 or 5 times. Like today, Tavon Austin had a touchdown. Did he score a touchdown? No, but he had one. Dak just missed him. That ain't Tavon's fault. So you could say Tavon got shut down today. No, he didn't. So, but you see what I'm saying? So those things happen. So you can't really use that logic. That shit don't work, man. But you must not know who I am, D Lunatic. No disrespect to you, but you should go definitely watch some of the Des Bryant videos that I did because you wouldn't even be saying what you're saying. But I ain't got time to go back in the past and argue that again. But you could definitely check it out because it's there. Anyway, defensively, I like who we have defensively. I really think that we just need a defensive coordinator. I don't really want to push any of those guys off the bridge. I definitely want to see Heath um, start getting the credit that he deserves. Heath gets busy. Main man get busy. He get busy. He made a few bonehead plays, yes, in his career. Yes, he has. But main man get busy. I like how Heath play. Um, like I said, you always know with me, it's about bleeding blue. I don't care if you like each other, none of that. I like how he play. He get busy, so leave him alone. I ain't got no rap. But like I said, we 2-4 when Dak throws over 300 yards. So I don't care about the stats. I don't care about him leading the league. Win the games. I don't give a fuck how you do it. I don't care if you do it with special teams. Win the game. What's up, the substitute? You said you heard Shannon Sharp say it, so it must be true. Ready, Red. What did he say? What did he say? You gotta let me know. Y'all know that this is a chat, so I don't. I just jump up and see you say something. I don't really be knowing what exactly you're saying. It's out of context, good brother. Oh, you said Heath hurts people, bro. Oh, that's what y'all talking about. You talking about Heath? Heath getting busy? Oh yeah, Heath get busy. If that's what you're saying. Oh, y'all about to start rumbling over Heath, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, he a rider though. Anytime you play again after separating your shoulder like Emmett did, man, you get credit from me. Um, I think Xavier Woods. I'm almost done with that experiment. I'm almost done with it. He a good pop guy, but I think Xavier Woods should be relegated to corner or backup. Back just like a tweener. He could play some safety sometimes in some sub packages, but I think he should be a nickel guy used sort of like we say Cheeto should be used, which is, in short area space. I think both those guys are playing out of position. But I think Cheeto should be our nickel guy and Xavier should be his backup. Where he's not asked to necessarily cover primarily. He blitzes off the edge and he plays the run or he plays, in some of those smaller packages, but still can be down near the line for run support. I'd rather see either Heath up high or you can keep Heath in the box where you have him. But I want to see, Donovan Wilson or somebody else play that single high safety position because I don't like the physicality of Xavier Woods. He doesn't look like a safety when he hits. He's not a small guy though. He's 200 pounds, and I've seen guys 200 pounds that can lay the boom, but he can hit when he pops you not looking. But when it comes to just needing to make a solid tackle, Woods ain't that guy. He real skittish when it comes to tackling, man. What's up, game changer, man? What's up? That's my youngin right there, man. What's up with you, bro? Sandra Love. Hello, Akoye. Looks like I'm the only woman in here. Yo, show Sandra some love. I don't think so though. Love and Aries in here. Nene in here. Deffy is in here. It's a few females in here. And then some of the names I don't know because some of the names sound, unisex. So, you know, you never know. Yeah, Shannon Sharp don't like Dez at all. You right, loving area. He don't like Dez because Dez put him on the spot for all that bullshit he be doing. But I ain't even gonna get on Shannon Sharp. You said Rand Al Thor. I like that name because I like the Vikings and shit. You said Adekoye, what's the main issue? The players or the game philosophy? We just watched a bunch of second stringers with the right game philosophy beat us. Good question, man. Great question. Um, I don't think I'm qualified to answer it though, because everything that I've said is the problem from my perspective. But if I knew, obviously, it would change because somebody would pinpoint the solution if we knew what the actual problem was. But I've already said we play soft at times when we should play hard, which is just situational football. We poor. That's poor coach. We're a poor coach team. Um, and the players though, players don't execute. When you say it's execution, it's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Players don't execute for bad coaches, do they? No, they don't. Okay. So and good coaches get bad players to execute, don't they? Yes, they do. So you could say, oh, they didn't execute. But whose job is it to get a team prepared to execute effectively, consistently? That's the coach's job. Do do bad players play better with a good coach? Yes, they do. Do good players play better with a bad coach? No, they don't. So if you could put it on the players, but once you put it on the players, it still goes one way to me, and that's to the coaches. But we can play semantics all day. But to me, good coaches make average teams better, make bad teams okay. We had a bad team when Parcells got here. Remember, he had that whole crying session when he was like, "You can't call them losers anymore." Why he had to say that? You know why? That's because we went like 10-6, and everybody was hype about us going 10-6. Why? Because Parcells turned his team around when he had Quincy Carter, who was addicted and out of his mind when he got here, and he had Chad Henne, not Chad Henne. Um, the hell is this dude names? I know I got the fucking lettering right. I don't remember how to say his last name. Henderson. What was his name? What was this dude's name, man? Y'all know what it is. When Quincy Carter was playing, Hutchison, Chad Hutchison. There you go. Yeah, but yeah, he took that team with Dat Wynn and Dexter Coakley and those dudes and turned them around. So that's what good coaching does, man. You remember Herm Edwards? Herm Edwards used to make the Jets when he like, yo, hello. The last time the Jets were even semi-competitive was when Herm Edwards was making those dudes play field position football with Chad Pennington and shit like that. Man, he was winning with those dudes because that's what good coaches can do. They take a team that is average and they can make them win because they understand football that well. Bill Belichick this year, you could say he's a cheater. I wouldn't fight nobody that said it, because whatever. That's not. I feel like every football coach, every football team has a way of going after and looking for an edge, and I feel like New England just they play real close to that line when they do it. But Bill Belichick this year, man, New England's offense sucked. They still been manufacturing wins because a good coach can overcome that. The Eagles just beat us, right? They are not a good team. They would never say that they are, but they're still about to be the division champs if they win next week. That is amazing. They shouldn't be there. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you can go 8-8 as the Eagles, or 8, 9, and 7, or whatever, right? As the Eagles, and and their coach still be revered as somebody, right? Doug Peterson's not looking at he's not being looked at like he's a piss poor coach because he took a team that he knows that everybody knows should not be in the playoffs or shouldn't even be in the playoff conversation right now, and they're in it. That is good coaching. See, bad coaching is when you take a team that people were calling the Super Bowl favorites before the beginning of the season, and they play like we play. Like we play every week. So that's real shit. So if you ask me what the problem is, and you don't point at the coaching, which also points at the GM, because a GM, like Gary said, a GM is responsible for who's on the fucking field. So and who's coaching on the sideline. So if you're hiring these coaches and we're saying it's the coaches, then it's also the GM. But like I said earlier, we're not firing Jerry, but we damn sure can fire these coaches. So if you have a philosophy that doesn't work, you gotta do something different, man. He said Mike Tomlin for head coach. Mike Tomlin need to stay where he at, man. I like Mike Tomlin. He don't come over here and corrupt your legacy. 2 years in a row, Faith. Yeah, I feel you. He said now you got to hear your ex's mouth. Yeah, man, you gotta hear his mouth this time. Cause they get the but see at least one thing I can say, man, I graciously take my hiccups, man. Like I said to Lord Brunson earlier, man. I take my hits like a man, you feel me? It is what it is. But boy, if it don't hurt. Ah man, man. Now, in our next rendition, like it don't matter what we say, who needs to get off this team or what, because the next coach that comes in here is going to decide, hopefully, what type of scheme he wants to run and what type of team he wants this team to be, and hopefully his visions align with Jerry Jones, like we had Parcells do. But yeah, this coaching staff, you cannot make excuses for this coaching staff behind execution. And Jason Garrett's not making players drop the ball. No, he's not making you drop the ball. But there are teams that catch the ball in bad weather, even when they're not bad weather teams, right? They play in the dome, but they still play well for bad weather. Why? Because they were prepared for it. And then you have teams that don't. Now, I don't know what it takes to get a team prepared for bad weather games. I don't know what it takes to get a team prepared when you got a quarterback that's banged up. I don't know. I don't, right? I don't know what it takes to keep running the ball consistently. I don't. I just know that you should do it, and I know that we don't do it. So whatever the problem is on that end, man, it got to get done, and we not doing it. He said, "Cam, you with that? What you talking about?" Let me go back and see. He said Jarwin needs to start. Yeah, that's definitely the truth, Cam. I feel you. I'm with that too, but whatever, whatever. Cowboys are like the gorgeous woman that keeps you in the friend zone. Sometimes act like she wants you as a lover, and then reminds you how she's glad you're such a good friend. Yo, ain't that the truth, bruh? Like I've been there before, man. I've been there before. I understand. When I was like 16, I was chasing this girl around, man. Anyway, you already know. But yeah, I get you, man. Friend zone ain't the good zone to be in, and this is where we at. We in the Super Bowl friend zone. You said Garrett doesn't know either, Koye. That's 100%, man. You said they been tired. Damn, this team look lost since the Packers game. Y'all coming at it like crazy, man. We need Brandon Jones, the safety from Texas. Um, I think we got the safety that we need on our team. Honestly, I think Josh Jones needs to play, or Donovan Wilson. I like Josh Jones because he can take. See, we keep Heath in the box because Heath plays better or hits better in run support than Woods, and Woods is only good in space. I think with Jones, we can put Jones in the box. He's still fast. He runs a 4.4 like Heath. He runs a little faster than Heath actually, but he's a bigger guy. He's like 220. He likes to hit. You put him down in the box and you let Heath play that single high position, and I think that makes our defense and across the middle scary as hell. I really do. Or even Donovan. Donovan Wilson is not as big. He only 200 pounds, but he definitely lays the boom. Uh, yeah, he laid a boom. And our CBs, you said our CBs are trash, not aggressive enough. That's the reason that I say Rashard needs to go. I don't think our CBs are not aggressive enough. I think that they all across the board, our corners have regressed. We don't even know what we have in corner, and that's wasting draft picks, man. It's like you can't call these guys bust or anything like that because I think the coaching has been so horrible when it comes to how we've used them that you can't really say who they are. Dak doesn't suck, but he didn't play good. He didn't play good today. He ain't played good during most of these losses. I think Dez does come back after this coaching regime is gone. Then it looks like a genius move. Coming back in the off season after we fire Garrett, that would be cool. I think we can actually do that. I think the reason he's not on this team right now is because Garrett is still here. I think if Garrett was gone, Dez would be here. He's still in Dallas. I think Jerry does genuinely like him. So yeah, that might happen. You never know. I wouldn't argue against it. I think he can play. I think he can contribute to this team. Um, And especially when it comes to mindset, if you're gonna bring a guy back for mindset, like yeah, Witten will show you how to get prepared and get your body ready for the next week. Lee is the guy's going to eat up that film room. You as a linebacker, as a defender, you want to learn how to study your opponent. You tell everybody follow Sean Lee. But when it comes to like on the sideline, get everybody heated up. I saw people trying to do it in the Rams game. I saw people trying to do it in the Bears game. But nobody did it like this, man. Yeah, nobody did it like this. You said was not Dez from Ohio? What are you talking about? No, no. Dez is from Texas. He's from I think Lubbock, Texas. He's from Texas. Nope, not Ohio. Um, no, yeah, I don't know where Ohio came from. But yeah, no, he's not from Ohio. You said if we had a D tackle, our pass rushers would get off the corner. If this was that, then that would be this, right? And if this was this, and then that would be that. All this other shit. Well, he can say if all day. Lufkin, there you go, Lufkin, Texas. But yeah, we could say that shit all day. We could say, if this happened, and then that would make us better. If that happened, whatever. But nope, nope. I think we got the defensive tackles on our team. We played the wrong scheme. I will say that we played the wrong scheme. We could have helped our defensive line out by pressing more. We could have helped our corners out by pressing, because if we would have pressed, we'd have gave that defensive line extra time to get there, and them having time to get there means that Wentz isn't making as accurate a throw as he could have. Even though we always struggled against running quarterbacks. And in this day and age, like you're going to see more mobile quarterbacks than not, whether they're white or black, doesn't matter. Think about it. You got Russell Wilson, you got Kyler Murray, you got Watson, you got Lamar Jackson, you have Josh Allen, you have Wentz who can move and run. Daniel Jones can even run. Trubinsky can run. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys can move. Cam Newton can move. Even Kyle Allen can move a little bit and throw. I'm talking about move while throwing. You're not going to play Jared Goff every week where you chase it, and that's why I said that was like fool's gold, because he missed a lot of touchdown passes. Jared Goff did, due to the fact that we were chasing him off of his spot, so he couldn't get the ball to where it needed to go. But that doesn't mean they weren't open. We just sacked him when it was time to get the ball where it needed to go. And this week we didn't have those turnovers that Wentz gave us last time we played him. But as far as the way we play great against quarterbacks that are stationary. If you can move a little bit, because we sell out on those stunts. If you can move and get and break our containment, you can find easy throwing lanes, because you can extend plays. Almost every play you can extend the play. Nobody's too gapping and pressing the pocket down systematically. That's where coverage sacks come from. Where you're playing a running quarterback, you just have to play patiently. You press the pocket, meaning you stand your guy up and you play two gap scheme, and you might blitz off the side to force him up in the pocket, so that those guys that are just sitting there containing can chase him up into the pocket. Then they can rally to the ball, forcing him to step up. We just go right after the spot. You can't pass rush a guy that can run like that, because if you give him a bunch of lanes, he's just gonna dip and he's gonna go, and that's what keeps happening to us. You said Dez would just be useful in the red zone. Like, come on, man. Dez with a Dak that's throwing the ball as much as Dak is throwing the ball right now on those crossing patterns and those drag routes. Those are Dez routes. If Dez gets the ball with a full head of steam and can look and get his shoulders upfield, he's like Zeke. You give him the ball and let him get his shoulders cut upfield. You watch the play against Arizona in his last year here. There's no way you can tell me that Dez can't still do that. I think he can still do that. No problem. So yeah, I think Dez still should play for sure. I mean, without Dez, we still a good team. But this ain't the Dez show. But you know what it is. Like I said, we know what we need to do. We need to go ahead and get rid of Garrett. I would be very motivated as a fan if Jerry just went ahead and did that this week. Honestly, I don't think you wait to the off season. And I think waiting to the off season is like it shows Jerry's the size of Jerry's ego. Like his ego is so crazy. He can't admit that he was wrong. So crazy that he's gonna keep this guy for the entire season, because he doesn't want to admit that he should have fired him a long time ago. You know, and he knows that he's making some boneheaded decisions. Both Garrett and Jerry. So yeah, he says it's always the dead show. I can't hate on that. Dead started this shit, man. So I can't hate on that. What's up, Todd Jefferson? Yep. Heath too. Yeah. I fuck with both of those dudes, man. Fuck with both of them. Yeah, Jason needs to get fired, man. And if he gets another job, that's despicable. Like Jason Garrett for having been as long a tenured guy as he's been, the only excuse I ever gave him was the fact that I know Jerry probably had his hand so far up his ass that you don't know where one ends and the other one begins, right? I do agree with that. I do think that that is part of the case. I think that's part of the appeal to Jason Garrett from Jerry Jones's position. You got a guy that you can manipulate and you can kind of control. I get it, but for him to be here as long as he's been here, and his win record be as trash as it's been, as far as his playoff win record. I don't care about you won the division every other year. Nah, we could have dominated. This could have been an era, like his era that he's been here. The Eagles have been so. They've been going through coaches. They've been rotating. He's been here. They've been changing. You know what I mean? They went to Andy Reid, Chip to Peterson. You know what I mean? So in the last 10 years, we could have dominated this division. Should have dominated this division. And we haven't. We haven't. Do I think Gregory come back next year? Weed in the NFL and they just need to change. Now I will say this, as a guy who smokes, or I could say I used to smoke now. It's been about 3 weeks, right? But as a guy who smokes, um, who really likes to smoke, who sells CBD, I don't have a vilification. I'm not vilifying marijuana, right? I don't vilify it. So I don't think that it should be getting guys kicked out of the league. If they want to smoke it, cool. But as far as banning guys from the league for it, and should they smoke it during the season, I think it just shows me that you're not focused if you are smoking weed during the season. And the reason I say that is because weed don't make you better. It don't, it don't make you better at your job. I promise you that. Especially THC. If you're smoking CBD, CBD is for healing. It's better than pain pills, like you said, Ty Jefferson. If you're talking about pain, CBD is for pain. That's not THC. You don't get high off CBD. You can smoke CBD like you smoke a Newport and go do everything you were going to do all day. So for people to be smoking THC and then going to play ball, they're hurting themselves anyway. Like that's not what you do when you're trying to be a high level athlete and focus. Yeah, nah, yeah. So for me, that's how I feel about it. I don't vilify marijuana, but I do think those guys should refrain from smoking it. They should, not only because right now the rules are against it. Your job says you can't smoke. Don't fucking smoke. So that's how I feel. I don't think Randy Gregory's coming back. I think he's done. Yeah, I think he's done. So that's how I feel. So do I judge somebody for smoking? Am I saying David Irvin's an idiot or anything? No, I don't say that. But I think that when you have an opportunity to go into the league, when you take somebody else's space for the league, right, and you know the rules going into the league, the Josh Gordons in the world, the David Irvings, the Randy Gregory's, when you're entering into a league where um, people require you not to smoke, and you know that you're taking the job in the spot of other players who didn't get drafted because you're in that space, then you honor that privilege and you play by those fucking rules. Um, and I don't think they even care about you smoking CBD. Honestly, I think THC is what they're after. I don't even think they're testing you for CBD. I don't think, but they might be. But if it was about pain, that's what it would be about. When people say that they're proponents of marijuana and they say that they like to smoke because of the medical benefits, do realize that if it's not Reggie, meaning it's not CBD and THC balanced, then you're not smoking marijuana. You're smoking GMO weed. You're smoking a clone that doesn't have any seeds in it. You know, that's not weed. That's something else. It's something else for real. But people don't say that. And I know this isn't a weed show, but I know a lot about weed, so I can tell you. But that's something else, which what people are smoking, and it's only a hallucinogen, and it only gives them that type of effect. So, yeah, whatever. You see, I found Jason Garrett's gameplay. Clack, 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 clack. Yeah, that hurt my ribs, man. That was good. I had to clap. I had to clap on that one, man. Yo, man, crazy, man, crazy. That's crazy. Because I'm thinking about it, yo. Like if he put out a check on his book, right? It really did have clap once, clap twice. Fourth down conversion effective, clap. All right, we interception thrown, clap. Now shake everyone's hand on the way back to the bench, like shit like that. Like that's all Jerry. I saw Jason Garrett do, man. Okoye Media, yeah, man. He said give y'all weed class. Maybe I will one day, man. But yeah, that's not THC. Just THC is nothing. Like you're not getting anything from that other than, you know, hallucinogenic type of effects. But that's not helping you. It's not helping you do anything but sit down or go to sleep or maybe write a song or something. Um. So we're it not the Redskins. I don't understand what you mean, Sandra Love. Yep. Yep. You said you missed the whole game. How did the offense and defense do? Read these comments, man. I'm gonna give you some time to go up in the comments and read that, Lex. You go ahead, cause that's how we did. Yeah, man. And backwoods trash, man. He said Saban is the greatest coach ever been around. I like Nick Saban. I don't think Nick Saban is coming to coach the Dallas Cowboys, but I like Nick Saban. He's good enough. But yeah, man. Um, this is what I'll say. I gotta go pick up my daughter. I don't think I'm gonna let her go sit in the lift. So I'm gonna go pick up my daughter. I'm gonna cut this one short because she's working at the mall right now. But what I can tell y'all is this, man. You said you got your smoke. Y'all going crazy on the smoke now. Y'all might need the smoke right now to get over this fucking loss. I'll tell you that. But you guys let me know. You know, I'm definitely taking. I don't even want to say it, but I'm taking um um recommendations, I guess, for breakdowns this week. I said it out loud. I don't feel like breaking down this game, but I know y'all gonna be mad as shit if I don't break it down at all. So you guys let me know what you want to see or what area you want me to look at. I'll look at it. Hey, Okoye, Elise, hold up. Go back up. Somebody said something to me. Hey, Okoye, at least they're switching to the 4:30 game, so we know if the Eagles lose or win before we start. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's actually dope. I didn't know we could switch. We could do that. That's crazy. That we could do that. I know we could switch. From 1 o'clock to 4:30. That's dope though that we can. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick up my daughter. I'm gonna break down whatever you guys recommend. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll go ahead and get that handled. I appreciate y'all jumping on, spending this time with me. 200 of y'all's on here. Those of you who haven't hit the like button, that's the least you can do. Go ahead, hit that like button. Remember that I'm definitely looking to expand the channel. I don't want to create temporary content though. That's where I struggle because I keep having to create content where I'm sort of with the times. Like right now I'm creating this video and it's time sensitive. So no one's gonna come watch this video next year. See what I'm saying? I want to make pieces that actually withstand the test of time. So I'm gonna have to change this channel a bit. I know that y'all ain't gonna like that, but I'm going to have to change it and start focusing on creating different types of content. I'll still do breakdowns, but I'll probably change the way I do them or something like that. I don't know yet, but I definitely want to create pieces that interest myself too. So I'm looking for recommendations when it comes to that. You guys can definitely reach out. Those of you who are already regulars, I'm very inclusive with this because I feel like this is our channel. It's not my channel. You guys help me with all types of shit. So keep doing what you do, man. You said break down Sean Lee, and Heath. Yeah, I'll break them down. That'll be a quick one though, But I got you. I got you. Yeah, that is going to be hard since the team's always changing. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. That's why I say I want to create pieces that aren't based on this week's breakdown. Ooh, stop it, man. He said his comments are off. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, he probably pissed off. You don't want to hear this shit. They gonna come after him. What? You said sisters can't ride lift in DFW. They snatching them out there. Probably because y'all near Mexico though. Yeah, I don't know. Like that human trafficking shit is crazy. Yeah, 11 Aries made me feel like I need to go get my pistol and go drive and pick up my daughter. So like she get off at 11 though, so I got some time. Like 11 Eastern. I got some time, but yeah, you know what it is. you new here. Yo, everybody, welcome Rand Al Thor, man. I definitely appreciate it. You should watch some of my content though, because you don't really know what I do. Like I'm not the live guy. I do a lot of breakdowns. So I appreciate you sitting here today though. But I definitely check it out. Check out my channel. Subscribe or don't, but check it out, and watch some of the breakdowns that I do. You'll get a feel for what I've been doing. Yeah. You said skip on Suicide Watch. Oh shit. He said Joe Boo. If you can't help me now, I say fuck Joe Boo. He didn't say that. I'm about to watch that on my way to pick up my daughter. Yo, I appreciate that, Randolph Thor. Yo, shout out to you, man. I don't forget names either. Everybody that jump on here, most of them are pretty faithful. So we all, all of us talk. One thing I can say to you, just to give you like an introduction to me, because I think I got to start doing this because I just assume that everybody who watch everything that I do, and they haven't. So Sandra Love, I appreciate you. Randolph Thor, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who I didn't mention who subscribed without telling me, I do appreciate y'all doing it. But one thing I will say, I'm definitely a very approachable dude. Like I come back at people. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm never, it's never personal with me. Like I'm really a jokester, but I'm an asshole. That's the way you sum it up. I'm an asshole, but I got it's some funniness to it. You know what I mean? I do breakdowns primarily though, and and that's just the way it is. But it's no back and forth here. Like you can say whatever you gotta say to me. I take it on the chin, as long as it's not like super derogatory or racist or very negative. I don't really take offense to anything. So say what y'all got to say on here, man. Just make sure you keep the same energy everybody else got in the chats, and definitely come at me in the comments. I like that. Yeah, y'all waiting to see undisputed. I'm just sitting here. I'm only still sitting here because I'm reading your comments, man. Otherwise, I'd be going already, man. But you said you smoking, joking in the chats. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, it's something here, man. I call y'all my AKs, man. But everybody here that's consistent, you already know, like Ready Red, you, Marcus Calloway, Marquise Hardison, Loving Aries. Actually, Loving Aries, I don't know why I ain't give you this honorary uh, moderator joint. I gotta give you that because you should have been a moderator for a long time. You always show love. Antoine, Megatwine or whatever. Andrew. I gotta give. I'm just handing out moderators today. Like you get a car, you get it. It don't matter now, shit. Fuck it. You get a car, everybody. Uh, yeah, yeah. They didn't score a TD. No, they didn't score a TD, man. But yeah, man. And Merry Christmas to you too, Drew. Man, I appreciate it. This ain't the kind of way you want to bring in Christmas. It's gonna be like a somber ass Christmas. It's still 160 y'all on here, man. Y'all must be really depressed and pissed off right now, man. Like seriously. It's what I've been dosing. What you mean? I don't get it. Oh, you talking about the tree? That's why they can't play. Drafting the DT and getting Urban Myers the goal. I wouldn't be mad at that goal. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. We represented 23. What's the 2-3? What's that? I don't know what that is. Where that at? That's what Texas is. That's Texas. 11 areas. Yeah, that would be a Christmas gift. I guess that would be a good gift. If Jason Garrett got fired, I think I would take that on the chin. I would be kind of happy with that. Damn, you said it looked like Amari Hart ain't in it no more, man. God damn. Oh, he's on 23rd. Y'all birthdays on the 23rd. My son's he'll turn 15 on the 26th, the day after Christmas. Who would I want as a new head coach? That would be Urban Meyer. Um, if not, go after a coach who's proven, but maybe not in the league right now or not as a head coach right now. Like I don't care. I think this coach, even if this coach that comes in, even if we have a coach that comes in and even if he gets fired, right, or he doesn't have a long tenure here, right? We need somebody that comes in like Parcells did and changes the tone in our locker room, like changes the way we are as players. We need more tenacity. So any coach that can do that outside of Urban Meyer, I'll be good with. The reason I say Urban Meyer because it's going to have to be somebody that Jerry Jones respects, like he respected Parcells. He didn't necessarily love Parcells, but he respected him enough. And I think if Jerry respects you, he'll allow you to put some of your insight and impose some of your will on this team. Like he allowed Parcells to change this team, get rid of Zimmer, get rid of Campo, and change this team to a 3-4 team. He allowed him to do that. He didn't want to do it because once Parcells left, they got rid of that shit. But Jerry respected Parcells enough to say, okay, well, we gotta let him do what he wants to do. So it's the same thing. We need a coach that can come in here and have enough of an effect on Jerry to be able to have, some sort of input. Otherwise, it's not. It ain't really worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Uh, could Coward be got? No, I think Coward done. He happy sitting at home getting his fat, network checks. He chilling. Nah, McDaniels. He coached Denver a couple years ago. I didn't like what I saw. He's not the guy. He's a good offensive coordinator, but it's one thing when you're the guy designing the plays. It's another thing when you're designing the plays and you're allowed to call whatever you want versus having to call what Belichick tells you should be calling. Yeah, not saying you call the plays that like Belichick's calling the plays. He's not, but he's telling you, hey, like if you call something stupid, you have to be accountable to him. He's the head coach. Whereas I think when you let McDaniels do his own thing, um, yeah, no, I don't think he's the guy. And yeah, and like you said, what he did to Indy, that was kind of shady too. Taking a job and then saying fuck the job right after that. I wouldn't want to see Josh McDaniels over here. I want to see Urban Meyer because I think Jerry Jones respects him, or somebody from Arkansas from back in the day. I don't know. Um, Maybe Bob Stoops from Oklahoma back in the day. I don't know if he's still out there, but yeah, shit like that. I want a coach that's has. I don't want to give a guy a chance because a young guy might be Jerry's puppet. 2.0, Jason Garrett 2.0. I don't want that. I want a guy that's older that says like, listen, I'll do this job and I know how to do it, but you got to let me do it my way. That's what I want to see. So Urban Meyer is the top of my list, but I'll have to go and do some research and see, who I really think should be the front runner other than him. Everybody's saying Lincoln Riley. I don't want an offensive minded coach. I want a defensive minded coach. When you have an offense that can play like our offense can, meaning we can play small ball or spread, doesn't matter, and we can do it effectively. I think this offense can score. Period. With Dak and Zeke and Cooper, we're going to score anyway. I want a defense that's like giving this offense feed a defense that feeds this offense. If we had an opportunistic defense, we would win almost every game, no matter what the score is. Because if you keep giving this offense short fields and easy looks, they're gonna kill you. And we need a defense that does that. So I want someone that can school this defense and special teams. If we have a high functioning defense and special teams, this team is a different team. Those close games aren't close because we have guys that can get the ball back to this offense. Everything that you hate about Dak, everything that you hate about Zeke, no matter which one you like, everything you hate about this offensive line, anything you hate about Kellen Moore, it doesn't matter if this defense is giving them 2 extra opportunities per game. That's what I think. So um, that's what I want to see. Ron Rivera, mm, I don't know. I don't know. I want to see a 3-4 guy. I want a 3-4 coach. I do. But it has to be, it has to be a defensive minded dude, man. Shady is back. What's AKOYE? AKOYE is accumulated knowledge over years of experience. So you're AKOYE, I'm AKOYE. Everybody's AKOYE, but I'm AKOYE on here. But we're all AKOYE. You saying what's up, AKOYE? Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, I was about to say I gotta explain it to people who knew. I guess you don't know. He said, "What's a Goya?" At first, I'm like, "Oh, all right, got you. All right, man. Yeah, your team has no balls. I like that one. Yeah, 3-4 hybrid. I agree with you, Marcus. Marcus, I agree. He said, "At Sandra Love, don't get me wrong. I've been an Amari fan since his freshman year at Alabama, but he's forming a pattern of when he plays well and when he doesn't. Yeah, he plays well at home and like trash on the road. Yeah, yeah, we the Okoye tribe. That's a fact. Y'all all my AKs. I look like my name is a. That's fucked up. I don't even know what that means. I love it, Aries. I look like my name is Okoye. Maybe, yeah. I guess I didn't know Okoye was a name until after we made it up. Then I was like, oh shit, that's somebody named Okoye. No, I got a Cash App. My Cash App. I don't got PayPal. I don't got an Okoye Cash App though. But I got Cash App. It is. Let me see. I don't know what it is. I'll give it to you though. I'm about to put it in my chat. So let's see it. Hold on. Oh, it's dollar sign my name. Here go my cash app. And watch some hackers fuck with me because y'all be fucking me over. There go my cash app, bro. But yeah, I don't got no PayPal. It's not a big dig. Yeah, yeah. Jason Garrett need to be fired, man. Yeah, coming to America. Yo, y'all going in. Yeah, going in. Y'all going in. Carl Brown, you were is right and exact. Okay, you said your take on the defense, what should be done, and how Chris Richard used it wrongly is right and exact. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. How you feel Dak should have played? I feel like he should have thrown the ball less because Zeke it was definitely primed for a big game. He had a few big runs, but we were starting to bust him up, and I mean that. Like when you watch Fletcher Cox and the way Fletcher Cox came up limp on that one play, I started saying to myself like, "Oh, okay, now it's starting to happen." Like when you see that, why won't you go at him again? I would have ran at Fletcher Cox again and again and again. Now I wouldn't have ran away from him. We going at you now. We know you're hurting. Like I'm going to keep going at you. I'm gonna make you play until you say, "Yo, get me out of here." It is what it is. Yeah, we'll have a 10-yard run, and then you wouldn't see a run right after that. We're 10-yard run, get him out. 10-yard run, stop. 10-yard run, throw. And the play actions was coming out of different weird formations. But like I said, everything we hate about this offense is solved if we have an opportunistic defense. You said, go get your baby. All right, I'm out of here, man. I do got to go. But I'm only like 20 minutes away, and she ain't even off yet. So I'm going to go sit in the car and listen to Vouch or some shit like that. Make sure y'all supporting these other YouTubers as well. Loving Aries, I appreciate it. For sure, for sure. You definitely always showing love. Um, so what I'll do, I'm gonna go probably jump on Law or Vacha's show. Make sure you guys are supporting those guys, Foots, Shango, Mark, everybody, man. It is what it is. But shout out to those guys. I will be doing the breakdowns that you guys recommend this week, and y'all know what it is. Um, I Green, right before I go, let me see what he said because he added me. So he said we need an offensive coordinator that wasn't a former quarterback and preferably not a former player, so they don't like running more pass plays or run plays out of smart, but smart plays. I feel you. I agree. But I think Kellen Moore can do that when he has a defensive minded head coach that says, "Hey, man, stop that pretty shit." That's all you need to say one time. Just look at Kellen and punch him in the face like Parcells punched Sean Payton in the mouth. Remember that? Parcells just turned around, punched him in the mouth because he's getting out of line. That's what type of coach I want. So yeah, I don't care about Kellen Moore. I just think he needs somebody who reins him in a little bit. But like I said, I'm definitely out. So I appreciate y'all. I fought through the flu and all that for you. So love y'all, man. Y'all, trust me. When y'all say, "Yo, somebody love what they do," I really love what I do because it ain't like I'm a millionaire off this shit. So like I said, I appreciate it and thank you guys for joining me and staying on for as long as you have. Hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't, and definitely keep loving the channel because the channel love you back, man. So appreciate it. Peace.